Hello friends, this is Caleb Suko coming to you from Odessa, Ukraine, and just wanted to make a quick video to talk to you about a couple of changes to this vlog and also to my podcast Now is the Time. For those of you who listen to my podcast, you probably have realized that I haven't put one out I haven't checked, but it's been like 6 weeks, I think. And also my vlog has been just I think it's just been a little over a week since I put one out, or a week, yeah. Anyway, a couple of changes. Basically what I'm announcing is season 2, okay? I'm just gonna call it season 2 because I'm gonna make some changes. First of all, the vlog, what I'm gonna do. First of all, I wanna do a little more teaching videos, just talking about some different topics, especially related to evangelism and discipleship. And so I've got this little space here. This is our bedroom. We just remodeled it, and it's kind of got a nice little place where I can just set the camera up like I'm talking to you here right now and just talk to you about some of these subjects. So like, for instance, I want to talk about things like what is the gospel. I want to talk about how to give the gospel. I want to talk about some of the maybe traditional things that we do in church, like gospel calls or altar calls, things like that. And so I'm going to be focusing on some really, let's say, core gospel issues in some of these teaching videos. And so if you have any questions that you'd like me to cover or like me to answer, or just to talk about that are related to evangelism, discipleship, the gospel, here's a link. I'll put a link in this video here. We actually have a page on our website that it's a page where you can ask questions. And I will either answer those here on this video or let me talk about the podcast. I'm announcing season 2 for the podcast. And one of the reasons why I haven't recorded a podcast recently, well, of course, we've been busy with ministry, our refugee ministry, with classes, a bunch of stuff. But anyway, I just had this thing going on in my throat, and so I've just been kind of struggling to really get my throat into a good place where I could speak normally. And this past Sunday it was really bad, so I've been kind of putting it off because of that. But I feel like it's just coming back now, so I've got to be careful not to talk too much, not to talk too loud. But anyway, back to the podcast. The podcast Now is the Time. I'll put a link here also to the podcast on our website. You can catch it on iTunes, wherever. But I think I put out 65 or 66 episodes over about the last 2 years or so. And again, I'm going to bring the podcast back, and I'm going to start doing seasons on the podcast. So this will be season 2, episode 1 will be the next one. And I'm also going to be talking about more core issues. And again, really focusing on evangelism and discipleship. So some of the questions that you might ask me, I might answer them if it's a short answer on the video. If it's something that I want to go more in depth on, then I'll probably answer it on the podcast, because that'll give me more time. Usually my podcasts are somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes in range. So you can expect from me a podcast coming out this weekend. And also I'm going to be vlogging this weekend because I'm going to Eastern Ukraine again. And so I'm going to be vlogging that trip, going to be doing a seminar in Eastern Ukraine near the war front. So anyway, so that's what's happening. So I haven't forgotten about the podcast or the vlog. Those are coming back in season 2. But ask your questions, okay? Check the little link here. And what questions do you have about evangelism, about discipleship, about how we share the gospel? I don't know, whatever it might be, I'd love to hear your questions, and that'll definitely give me something to go on. And I will be very soon publishing the upcoming episodes for my podcast Now is the Time. All right, guys, be blessed.